Right, today we're checking out the G&L Tribute ASAT Classic electric guitar from G&L. Hey, how's it going? This is a guitar brand that's been on my list for a long time. I wanted to check it out for a while. So I got this one, and I bought this from Sweetwater, and it's a B stock or a demo model, which means it has a couple flaws, or actually more than a couple, and you get a discount. So you can actually see what the flaws are going to be before you order it, and then decide if you want to get that or not. So this is going to be a regular demo and review and deep dive and all that stuff, and we'll go into the guitar and hear it and all that stuff. But I'll also have a fun part, and it's going to be called Find the Flaws. And you're going to have to look at some images and see if you can pick out what it is that makes this a B stock or a demo model. I'm just going to call it a demo model for the rest of the video. Some close-ups in that camera there. Really nice guitar overall. Before we get into it, if you do want to get one of these, you can use my affiliate links to Sweetwater. Always appreciated. Doesn't cost anything more. Take a look in the description. It's all there. That's all I got to say about that. Now, if you're new to G&L, obviously this looks exactly like a Telecaster from Fender with a little bit of a different headstock, a little bit of different finish on, or parts and finish on the body. Don't know why I'm saying finish, I just mean different stuff. If you don't know the history of G&L, go look it up, but it was Leo Fender's second company, one of his other companies when he was not with Fender. And I'm probably screwing up that whole history, but that's not the point. I just want to check out this guitar. Let's go over all the specs, and then we'll hear it more. We'll hear it all. We'll hear it all and see it all, and you're going to learn all about it, and then I'll let you know what I think about it. Number of strings, 6. No, I'm just kidding. This one in particular is made in Indonesia. G&L also has an American-made line, and I do hope to check one out in the future. They're priced around the same they're around the same price point as an American Fender Pro 2. Maybe a little bit less, but you're looking around, around 2,000 in Canada. I think $1,400-1,500 in the US, and different prices probably in different parts of the world. I can't give you every price. So when people ask me, they're like, how much is that guitar? I'm like, go look it up. I can't tell you. Let's go over the specs. Let's go down the body. It's a solid body. It's called the Tribute ASAT Classic. The body material is sassafras. It's a gloss polyurethane. Obviously, it's in butterscotch. Sometimes people can't tell the difference between butterscotch and vintage blonde, but this one is butterscotch. You can see the grain through the body. It's got a tummy cut on the back there. I'm getting into more about the neck. The neck is hard maple. It's a medium C. It's a bolt-on neck, 9.5-inch radius. The fingerboard is hard maple. It's a fingerboard that's attached. There's no skunk stripe in the back, so it's a piece of wood on top. Black dots, 22 medium jumbo frets that are nickel, 25.5-inch scale length. The nut width is 1.625. The nut material is bone. Here's where things look a little bit different from your standard Fender guitar. The bridge here, it's a little bit different. It's a vintage style box steel bridge with brass saddles, and they're individual, which I think is pretty cool. If you've seen a lot of vintage style Teles, sometimes they have the 3 saddles, which doesn't let you intonate it as closely or as accurately as possible. As possible as what? I don't know. Having the 6 individual saddles helps. You can fine tune each string. You're not adjusting 2 strings at once. That's basically what I'm trying to say. The tuners, they're called Cort die-cast tuners. So I'm going to take an assumption here and guess that this is made in the Cort factory in Indonesia. The pickups looks a little bit different if you're used to a normal Telecaster. It's not like a shiny cover. It's a G&L ASAT Classic MFD single coil for both. And there's one tone, one volume, three-way switch. Let's play Find the Flaws. I'll show you some pictures here. Nice close-ups. You gotta find it. You gotta guess what is wrong with this. What made this guitar what it is? Yeah, this isn't a sponsored video. I do sponsored videos. I do. This is not one of them. This is just a regular customer. I bought this out of pocket. So no deals, nothing like that. Just wanted to check one out. And I guess the deal is that I got a demo, and so it's cheaper. So I'm like, I got a deal, but it's, did I really? And I will give a price breakdown. If you're from Canada, a lot of people ask me, they're like, Sweetwater, they sell in Canada? As far as I know, yes. I don't think they can ship everything. I don't know all the distribution laws in the world. So that's usually my answer. Some stuff, yes, maybe. Don't know for sure. You got to ask them. I'm not the one selling it. So let's talk about it. I'll tell you about the deal. So normally it's $589.99 US. This one went for $530.99. There was a discount. And why was there a discount? I'll tell you why. So there's a discoloration on the horn right here. Very minor. I didn't even notice it. I wouldn't have noticed that. There is a chip on the neck heel, pocket, sorry, right in here. I'll do more close-ups. The 14th fret has a scuff mark, and I'll try to demonstrate that. I have a lot of images, but 14th fret. Scuff mark. I don't know if that's showing up well. That's the thing, it's hard to see, right? Is that in there? I think you can see that. Again, nothing you can really touch or feel. And the other one is, I don't know if that's totally obvious. The bridge and the pick guard are not perfectly aligned. So I took a look at that. I took the pick guard off and I took the bridge off. And yeah, it's either the bridge or the pick guard plastic, but it doesn't really matter. It's more of a cosmetic thing. And some people might be concerned with intonation, like, well, if the bridge is crooked, the intonation will be off. Not necessarily. I have my first Tele. I installed another bridge, not perfectly straight, and it's fine. So anyways, if you're cool with stuff like that and you want to get a discount, go check out the demo section. I'll put a link because they have a lot of demos and B-stocks. If you're not afraid, don't be afraid. If you're not afraid to save a few bucks for something cosmetic that won't affect the overall guitar, then go for it. That's what I say. I said I would do a price breakdown. So you're in Canada, you want to get this. You see a demo model and you see it's $530.99 US. What did that convert to Canadian? After a conversion from the US to American dollar, well, the total price was $563.49 because I paid $32.50 shipping, and they sent it FedEx, just in case you're wondering. So convert that, it was $726.41 Canadian, and then when it crossed the border services, they collect their chunk, and then FedEx has a little fee, so that totaled $98.32. Grand total, I got it here. Hold your horses. Oh, that's not right. $824.73. So you can take that price and you can compare that against something else to see if it's worth it for you. Just wanted to break that down. A lot of people don't break down stuff for Canadians. I hope that's helpful. Let's talk about all the different things I've noticed about the guitar overall. I'm going to call this my Noteworthy section. It's noteworthy. It's pro and con. It's all mixed together. Decided to mix those together. And so you can decide if it's a pro or con. It plays great. It feels really nice in the hands. It feels really nice. They seem to do a little bit more curvatures, edging. And I'm not just talking about the tummy cut, but it just seems to be a little bit more rounded than a regular. I'm always comparing it to a Fender Telecaster, of course. Okay, so here's where we get into a few little nitpicky things. Scratchy frets. Probably hear that, right? That's not a big deal. Fret ends aren't perfectly, there's a little bit of pickiness on the edges here. Seen that before. Again, I will point out something. This did come from Sweetwater. It came into Canada, and it's really cold here right now. Did the wood shrink a little bit? Who knows? There's so many different factors that can cause that. It's not super sharp. It's nothing I'm really concerned about. I do have a concern, and this is where I think the biggest weakness is. It's the electronics. The switch feels flimsy, and these pots. I was surprised when they're super tight. I mean, you could probably loosen them up with some deoxit or something. I was just really surprised they were this tight, and it reminded me of a guitar from last year. I did a vintage V52BS, which pretty much, pretty close to this one. In terms of the neck, and this is always important to me, it's got like a raw / satin feeling. So it's not like the classic vibe from Squier, from Fender's Squier, right? That's like a glossy feeling. This one's really like satin. It's more satin than raw, I'd say. So I really like that. That's what I like. Wood, and people are... People are probably going to ask me in the comments, would you take this over a Squier Classic vibe? And I will say yes and no, depends. In Canada, I don't even remember what the price is right now for a Classic vibe. I think it might be $5.89, so plus tax. So that would be less than buying this. These go in Canada for around $8.25, I think. So these are a bit more expensive. Is it worth it? Depends what's worth it to you. I think and again, I always say this is one guitar. Every guitar is like a snowflake. There can be, I can't say all the pots are going to feel like this in every guitar. Maybe I got a not so great one. I would take the Classic vibe if you like the feel of the glossy neck, the thin glossy neck. This is more of a thick satin neck. And I would take this one if you like that feeling. So I would probably choose this one over a Classic vibe, but only because of those things. Do I think it's a better value? Probably not. I don't think so. This one's more expensive. It's really nice though. It's really nice though. But again, normal kind of weaknesses. The tuners, they feel smooth, but they're just the cheap ones. The electronics aren't great. So it'd probably be great for an upgrade if you want to do like a wiring kit or just replace the pots or something like that. Maybe a little bit of deoxit will fix that, but you can't fix the cheapness feeling of these switches. And it's really weird. That's something that maybe shouldn't matter that much, but to me, the switch and the knobs, how they feel, makes a guitar feel cheaper, not to me. And that's that's just something I've noticed over the years. So yeah, it's a cool guitar. Check it out. Maybe in the future I'll get an American version. And what do they call that one? The Deluxe ASAT? I forget the names. The names are a bit confusing to me. I'm new to the G&L stuff, so the names don't really have that much meaning to me. But again, check out my affiliate links. I always recommend Sweetwater. If you want to get them, I think Toman sells them. Check the links. You can figure it out. I always say pick it up at a local store if you can, and then buy online if you can't. But Sweetwater is always a safe bet, so you're good if you go there. All right, as always, play guitar and have fun, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care. It's a Keeper Sutherland.